Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Safavid Shamshirs, Nade Ali prayers. In my book, is in Military Museum of Tehran. All of them have that. All Safavid Shamshirs of kings have this. All on scabbard fittings. And now again from Hussein Jan again. Nade Ali, you see that? This is again from Military Museum of Tehran. Nade Ali. So the whole prayer is divided into 4 different parts. This is in my book, Jewels and Pattern Crucible Steel, again, Nade Ali. All of them are made of crucible steel, chiseled. Okay. So far, this is also Nade Ali, which is, I just jumped over it. It's extremely important one. You know, imagine you have Nade Ali on the scabbard fittings. On your blade, you have all those inscriptions. On your card, and your bishkaps. Do you know how much weight you're carrying with yourself?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. It's unbelievable. The amount of weight, the amount of responsibility.
You know, but now, if you're lucky and you have a Char Aine, you have even more protection. So
Yeah.
this is the Char Aine from Safavid period in Military Museums. Is in Tehran, is in Bandar Ansari. I just put some of them. You see that? You see that,
wow.
Usman Jan? All sides have Quranic inscriptions. I put them here. See some of them here. Right? Now look, this is the Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow. 255 to 257 is written on it. So these verses read, the living, eternal, self-subsisting, ever-sustaining. Neither does somnolence affect him nor sleep. To him belongs all that is the heavens and the earth, and who can intercede with him except by his leave. Known to him is all that is present before man, and what is hidden in time past and time future. And not even a little of his knowledge can grasp except what he will. His seed extends over heavens and the earth, and he tries not protecting them. He alone is all high and supreme. There is no compulsion in matter of faith. Distinct is the way of guidance now from error. He who turns away from the force of evil and believes in God will surely hold fast to a handle that is strong and unbreakable. For God hears all and knows everything. God is the friend of those who believe and leads them out of darkness into light. But the patrons of infidels are idols and devils who lead them from light into darkness. They are the residents of hell and will there forever abide. This is from the Surah Baqarah, cow, which is written on this Char Aine.
Amazing. I mean, the weight of those verses, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So what does it mean? It means that it's a thrown verse, especially verse 255 is thrown verse. In Iran, they always, moms, grandma, grandpa, they always put this on the babies to be protected, or on the
Oh wow,
children.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It emphasizes God's supreme power, knowledge, and dominion over all creation. It is often recited for divine protection and is believed to protect against evil. In China have always Bagare and throne verse, because throne verse is the best protection. Historically, it was inscribed on weapons, armor, and amulets for spiritual protection and defense. So, verse 256, it declares there is no compulsion in religion, which is the basic Islamic principles of freedom of belief. It distinguishes between guidance and misguidance. Those who reject evil and believe in Allah hold onto an unbreakable handle, a metaphor for strong faith. And verse 257 contrasts God's guidance for the believers, leading them from darkness to light, with the faith of the unbelievers who follow false deities and delves into darkness. Then we have, what does it mean? Protective use. These verses were and still are written on arms, on armor and weapons and talisman for spiritual defense. Recitation in daily life. Many Muslims recite Ayatul Kursi after prayers and before sleep for protection. What is the importance? The verses reinforce monotheism, Tawheed, divine knowledge, and the consequences of belief versus disbelief. Then on this China, we have also Surah Al-Fatih, victory,
Wow. Yeah.
48 Surah. Now look at this. In the name of Allah, most benevolent, ever merciful, we have given you a splendid victory, that God may save you from earlier. I love this surah. From earlier and subsequent blames, and complete his favors on you, and guide you on the straight path, and help you with surpassing help. It is he who sent down the sense of security into the hearts of believers, so that their faith may increase with belief, and that he may admit men and women who believe into gardens with rivers running by, to live forever there and absolve their evil. This is the sight of God, will be the great fulfillment, and that he may punish men and women who are hypocrites and idolaters and idolatresses, who entertain evil notions of God. It is against them that the wheel of misfortune will turn, and God will be wroth with them and condemn them. For them, he has prepared hell, an evil destination. This is Al-Fatih. So Surah Al-Fatih, the victory, as I said, 48, 29 verses. These parts are used on this China, which I read. So verse number 1 is a promise of manifest victory. In that we have given you splendid victory. Historical context refers to the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, which initially seemed unfavorable, but later proved a strategic triumph, leading to mass conversions to Islam. Spiritual victory beyond military success, it signifies the establishment of Islam's moral and political authority. Inscriptions on weapons. This verse was engraved to symbolize divine backing in battle, reinforcing the warrior's morale. Verse 2 is divine forgiveness and guidance, that God may forgive you your sins, what is past and what is to come, and complete his favor upon you and guide you to a straight path. Prophetic mercy confirms Muhammad's status as the final and perfected message. Straight path, right? So eternal, then psychological warfare, straight path equals Surah Al-Fatiha, and mighty victory foreshadows the conquest of Mecca. These things, I don't want to go all into this detail there, Usman John, this is going. And then, but in China, it's not only that, it has also Ali Imran, the verses of Ali Imran on that, 16 to 25. I'm not going to read it because it's getting boring with too many readings on this channel, but it has also Ali Imran written all over the place, right?
Amazing.
And then it's also the explanations of Ali Imran. Also the meaning of patience, truthfulness, obedience, charity, pre-dawn repentance, and all these explanations, what Ali Imran means here in this case. And this is another one. This is from Bandar Anzali, right? This one as well. It has the same one, different China. As you can see, it looks different, but has the same three surahs on it, written on it. You see it, this one. So we had like a journey. We had a journey in this. What do you think about this so far?
Oh, it's been an incredible journey, really, to see to unpack all of the rich history and culture, and also why these particular stuff we see on Arms and Armor, and often people they just look at them, they don't think twice about it. But now, hopefully, after seeing this, they'll understand the meaning and why each verse or each symbol or each sign is on the piece.
So we go to Talisman, the last part of our presentation. Usman, I hope we can just continue.
No, definitely, it's like this is great.
Talismans and magic squares, the last one. As you can see, this was a Pirahan Fat I have.
Oh, it's an amazing one. Absolutely
That mom
beautiful.
did it for me. And this is like Badu. We are going to talk about them. And okay, then this is from Kashkul Sheikh Bahai, which is written. So who was Sheikh Bahai? Kashkul Sheikh Bahai is a famous and mystical work attributed to Sheikh Bahauddin al-Amili, commonly known as Sheikh Bahai, 1547 to 1621, Safavid period scholar, Persian scholar. He was a prominent Persian polymath, philosopher, architect, and Sufi scholar of the Safavid era. What is Kashkul? Term Kashkul literally means a beggar's bowl used by dervishes to collect food or alms. Symbolically, it represents a collection of different thoughts, wisdom, and knowledge, much like a beggar's bowl holds different offerings. Contents of the Kashkul, Sheikh Bahai. Sheikh Bahai's Kashkul is a miscellaneous collection of different topics. So these include poetry, Persian and Arabic, both, anecdotes and parables, scientific observations, philosophical reflections, mystical Sufi teachings, ethical advice, puzzles and riddles, and historical accounts. So everything is in there, right? The book reflects Sheikh Bahai's vast knowledge of Islamic sciences, mathematics, astronomy, literature, Sufism. Some parts are humorous, while others contain deep spiritual and intellectual insights. Famous stories and puzzles. One of the most famous sections includes mathematical and architectural puzzles, such as the mystery of the heating system in the Sheikh Lutfullah Mosque in Isfahan, attributed to Sheikh Bahai's ingenuity. Another well-known story is about a judge who solves a complex case by using his wisdom. Legacy Sheikh Bahai's Kashkul remains a celebrated work of Persian literature, demonstrating the intellectual richness of the Safavid period. It continues to be studied for its wisdom, wit, and interdisciplinary knowledge. In Sheikh Bahai's Kashkul, there are references to talismans and esoteric knowledge, reflecting his expertise in occult sciences, mathematics, and spiritual symbolism. Talismans in the Islamic tradition are often inscribed objects, diagrams, or prayers believed to have protective or miraculous powers. Talismans mentioned in Kashkul are numerical, letter, and magic, Jafr and Abjad. Sheikh Bahai was skilled in Ilm Huruf, science of letters, and Ilm Abjad, numerology. Some talismans in the Kashkul use magic squares and Quranic verses and divine names for protection or problem solving. For example, what did he again do? The eternal lamp of the Jamarkan Mosque. Sheikh Bahai is said to have designed an eternal lamp for the Jamarkan Mosque near Qom, Iran, that burned for years without oil or wick. Talismanic mystery. Some believe it was an alchemical or hermetically sealed device, possibly using self-replenishing mercury or bioluminescent materials. Others suggest it was a symbolic Sufi metaphor for divine light, nur, that never goes out. In Kashkul, this may be presented as a miracle, but Sheikh Bahai, being a scientist, may have used advanced physics or chemistry. So what is then the magic square, which is full? The whole book is full of magic squares. Ya Hafiz. If you have a 3-3 normally, sometimes 2-2, which is on swords, a square where numbers add up equally in all directions. You see that? If you go here, 2-9-4. You see that, Usman Jan? 15.
Yep.
7-5-3. End up the same thing, right? 15. 6-1-8. End up the same 15 in this case. No matter where you go, is always 15. You see that?
The same.
No matter which direction. So is Ya Hafiz, protector, worn as a protective talisman against harm. The numbers correspond to Abjad numerals, Islamic numerology. Sheikh Bahai may have used such squares for spiritual and mathematical harmony. The invisible bridge of Isfahan legend. Sheikh Bahai was challenged to build a bridge over the Zayanda River. Zayanda Route, we call it in Persian. Without visible supports, he used hidden arcs and precise weight distribution, making it seem like magic. Talismanic aspects, some believe that he inscribed hidden prayers or symbols into the stones for strength. His knowledge of sacred geometry may have helped the role. to see what we are talking about. So the healing talisman of Bismillah by Kashkul, a metal paper talisman inscribed with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious and most merciful, in a circular pattern, combined with Quranic verses, Ayat al-Shifa, healing verses. Purpose used to cure diseases when placed on the body, believed to work through faith plus vibrational energy of holy calligraphy. The mystery of the moving stone. A stubborn stone in Isfahan's Masjid al-Shah wouldn't stay in place. Sheikh Baha'i whispered something to it and it settled perfectly. Possible explanations, some say he used the hidden talismanic command like Solomon controlling the wind. Others say it was advanced engineering and psychology, convincing workers through mysticism. So it was bigger than life back then, right?
Oh, Shepard, is such a fascinating figure. Not only was he a scholar, but he was an architect. He was a polymath. There's so many different aspects he had of his life. I mean, we could even just have a video interview just talking about his life, Ustad.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be, yeah.
So the Bodu or magic square is a famous 4-to-4 talismanic square, not a sort of 2-to-2, attributed to Sheikh Baha'i. So there are 16 cells filled with numbers arranged. So there are different cells. It's not only 16, some of them more or less. These 16 ones, we can see it here, right? Again, add up to 34. It's also called Jupiter's square in Western occultism. See that? So what do we use it? Why do we use them? We use them as talisman, divine protection, success in leadership, spiritual insight. It's connecting the breastplate of Moses. Some scholars link it to the Jewish Hoshan, high priest breastplate, and Islamic hair's amulets. How was it used? As a written talisman, inscribed on paper, metal, silver, copper, or deer skin, written with saffron ink, carried in a pouch or hung in homes. Recitation of Quranic verses over the square, combined with prayers for special needs, hidden in mosque designs. Isfahan Sheikh's Lutfullah Mosque for spiritual harmony. Scientific mathematical genius, the square follows Dürer magic square from Renaissance Europe, proving Sheikh Baha'i's advanced grasp of combinatorics. Some variations include reverse order squares for different effects. So this is one made for me. We talked about it. All these numericals, all these things are from Sheikh Baha'i. All of them.
Oh, amazing. All of them, Ustad.
All of them, besides this. Seymour, Rostam, these are from Shahnameh. Paintings from Shahnameh.
Brilliant.
And there's some Shahnameh here.
Who done the illustrations, Ustad?
My dad painted them, and my mom just went through them and did them.
Amazing. I mean, very, very talented.
It's needlework.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very, very powerful.
They worked months on it, and it's a Zoroastrian feature as well, Ahura Mazda. So all of them, they put it here. Look at this. And this is Div. So it's a combination of Zoroastrian beliefs and then Sheikh Baha'i and all these things together. Oh, Shir Khorshid, this is Safavid. This is a Safavid flag.
Oh, amazing. I mean, this is that exactly how it was.
Yeah. My mom went through it all by hand. And my dad first painted it, then she went through it by hand.
Amazing.
All of it.
Amazing. And there's so many different aspects to it.
Yeah. So these are some of these things from Sheikh Baha'i. I put it here. If you want to bring disagreement among your enemies, paint this, draw this, and write 224, and also put this, right? This triangle with these numbers, and then put it or throw it in the house of your enemy. You will see that his house will be destroyed.
It's like a grenade.
And here it says it has a blade in its hand, right? And then it's right down in Persian that surat means the face. And then here it has another spear here, and then here it writes Doshman, enemy. So I don't know what it means to say. It's quite an ugly looking guy, huh?
Oh, it's very. I wonder what those lines are. So there's a few details on that, which is very interesting. Like those lines on his legs, by shins.
I don't know. Is it like hair? I don't know what it is.
It's very unusual hair.
Very unusual. And look at his ears. He has also some hair
Those lines.
growing out.
I think those must be for particular function, right, Ustad?
Yes, and he has only 2 hair on top of his head. You see that? Too many Shamshir Bafar Sadan on his head.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's not good for hair growth. Yeah. And you see that here, for example? He says that if you write this talisman, 985, 988, 992, 97. Okay, these numbers, I think, you know, they should always add up in the same direction, same number. If you write it and throw it in the enemy's house, your enemy will die, or his house will get destroyed on top of his head. And so this is also for destruction. Yeah. Then this is also something else. Another talk. It talks about Jibrail and about calling about the, different Mikhail, different angels. Again, another one. It says that you need to write Bismillah, write it with saffron ink, right? So it just gives you all these what you should do, right?
And you could imagine also that the Safavid Shahs at the time must have loved Sheikh Bahi, because he could give them anything you wanted. If they want to destroy someone, they just consult him. He'll give you the spell. If they want to, they want to do anything, he'll give it. He's like a magician.
You know, Usman, imagine you have all those armor, right? Written all these things on it. Then you have a char in it, all those verses of Quran. Then you have your card, Pishkhaz, and down there you have this victory shirt, and you have all these things. And now you try to remember what you're carrying.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a dictionary to a company, you know, all the time, you know?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. So you see that, oh, this is also for killing your enemy. You need to write this. It's a combination of number and some letters. See? This is for gaining power and rise up in the positions. I think this is something for our corporate friends who want to raise up, to go up the corporate ladder. You should write this.
I saw the Sheikh Bahi on LinkedIn. I thought I need to connect with him.
Or, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's right. This is to gain strength in order to defend against enemies' attacks. So you put it on yourself, this one. This one is, interestingly, is for peace and also for war, depending on the situation. So for both. Oh, this one is very interesting. برای التیام زخم شمشیر, for healing the cuts of a shamshir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting one.
Very interesting one. And this guy is, well,
my God.
Maybe we don't talk about that. This guy is something very specific, but it's okay.
Yeah. I think Sheikh Bahi had someone in mind, Ustad. He definitely, he must have had an argument with someone. I'm going to draw him right now.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Let us not discuss that guy. Okay. Thank you very much, Usman. I don't. It was a very long discussion. I hope it was okay for you.
No, I thought it was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. It was great. It was great. I mean, learning the meaning behind these is and for collectors as well, especially, they need to look at this video, because from this video they'll understand what their collection actually means. They don't just have pieces; they have works of art, really.
Yes, yes. Do you want to add something at the end, Usman?
No, everything I think was covered in this. It was brilliant speaking with your side, and we'll definitely have a follow-up one soon as well.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day, Usman.
You too, Asad. That was really great, Asad.
Thank you.